Greetings, fellow space travelers, BionicDance here. For those of you who did not watch my last video all the way through, analytics says you don't, doll, and what's that about? This channel is about to make a dramatic change. Bottom line, I've been doing this for a long time. I'm tired, and it's time to pass the torch to the next generation of YouTube atheists so that I can pursue my true passion, animation and storytelling. And stay tuned to the end of this video for a preview of my big upcoming project. I've been meaning to do this for years, but I was worried that I would lose my Patreon patrons if I did, and that could affect my income since that's the only source of it right now. But you know what? Silly me. After messaging everyone on Patreon about it, the support was overwhelming. I think that only 3 or 4 people jumped ship, and there were a few new patrons to take their place. And to be honest, I'm still surprised anybody wants to support me, and none of you actually owe me anything. And if you decide to be a patron for a specific kind of content, and now the channel's changing, I can hardly fault you for taking off. So what's actually going to happen to Channel BionicDance? Well, aside from my really big project, Quinn Redshift, I have something else I'm going to be doing called Head Meets. It's very similar to my old Weird Thoughts series for you BD veterans out there. Originally, I was going to do it as a webcomic, newspaper strip style, not graphic novel. But then I thought, why? Comedic animation on YouTube sells. The premise is simple. Head Meets is the way I like to say brain. Much the way I make the distinction between hardware, software, and wetware. Very cyberpunk, that bit of slang. It all takes place in someone's thoughts. The character is someone's, well, I guess my, inner monologue. These will be short and punchy, like the Cyanide and Happiness cartoons here on the YouTubes, which means they'll have far less of a production time than Quinn Redshift. It takes place with one character against a white background, which will render fast, but the character isn't rigged for lip sync yet, so as a comic I only needed expressions. Now I'm gonna need the full range of vocals. But making that can go pretty quickly. It's about an afternoon's work, really. And I'd like to have more than a few of these things made and ready to go to have a buffer if something goes wrong. What that means is that there is time between now and when this channel goes animation only, and during that time I will keep putting out the atheist content, and when everything is ready, then I switch. Now, I know me. I can't tell you how many times a project has taken forever, and I get bored, start something new, just for a while, and end up abandoning one or both projects. So here's the rule. I am not allowed to work on Head Meets until at least one shot of Quinn Redshift is rendering. That'll keep me centered. And I may not even need it. Quinn is looking so good that I can't wait to see what happens next. And I wrote the script. I keep saying that it's some of my best work ever, and I mean it. And with that, I want to show you a preview of Quinn Redshift. This isn't a trailer, and it's actually pretty heavily edited, specifically to tell people what the plot is, who the major characters are, what to expect without giving away too much. So strap in. Here we go.
Rhea, it's good to see you again.
You too, Quinn. This is my second in command, Jocasta.
Call me Cass.
Rhea, I need your help. Do you remember my friend, the professor?
He's the reason you left the Institute, isn't he? Offered you some amazing opportunity for exploration that Space Command would not?
I've been working with him for the last few years, searching Venus, Mars, and its moons for alien artifacts. From what we found, he believes he could develop a new type of drive that will revolutionize space travel as we know it, making fold gates obsolete.
That's amazing, Quinn! We don't even have one around Jupiter yet.
This is the device we need for the new fuel type. The professor paid the Martians to construct it. However, on its way to the Mars Fold Gate, the ship carrying the device to Earth was attacked by space pirates and stolen. It seems they were not after the device itself, just the ship's cargo.
You said it's based on ancient Martian technology. How could they not know what it was?
Hey, you know what Martians are like. Brilliant scientists one minute, inscrutable mystics the next. Who knows what they were thinking?
They took it, whatever they were after, and I need to retrieve it. That's where you come in. I need your help.
You want my squadron to take on a band of space pirates. You're asking a lot of me, Quinn.
Just a tiny taste of what's to come. If it seemed a little disjointed, well, like I said, it was edited, and indeed, some of it quite out of order, in order to sum up the plot and introduce the characters. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it made you want to see more. Not that it would stop me if you didn't, but I still hope. Anyway, before I make like a baby and head out, I'm gonna link a few of those new atheist channels in the description. Go give them some love and subscribe. Most of them could really use the subscriber boost. And until next time, fellow space travelers, this is BionicDance saying... Actually, this wasn't a refutation video, just have fun.